Hey guys, my name is Scoby. Today I'm going to be showing you how to open up and clean your PlayStation 3. We're not going to be going completely inside the PlayStation 3. This is going to be for people who are a little scared to go completely into it. I'm going to be going completely into it in another video, but today we're just going to be doing the general maintenance and how to clean out some dust on the PlayStation. So the first thing you want to do is get your PlayStation, you want to turn it to the side, and you're looking for the little rubber feet on the bottom. Now if you've never opened your PlayStation before, you're going to have to remove this warranty void sticker. Don't worry, your PlayStation's probably well out of warranty at this stage, so just remove this warranty sticker. I'd recommend keeping it around because otherwise the rubber foot at the bottom could come out by itself. And then you just want to pull this off. If you've got a tweezer, I'd recommend using it. It's a bit easier to do it with that rather than using your fingers. And then underneath this rubber foot, we're going to notice a screw hiding underneath here. Now we're going to need to remove this. This is kind of a specialized screw. It's a Tor X T10 security version. Now I'm going to be putting some images on screen right now of what that looks like, but if you're looking for a set to buy with this included, I'd recommend the iFixit kit. I'll leave links to the Amazon links to that below. But once you have this screw removed, we're going to be able to remove the top plate from the PlayStation. All you want to do is grab it and you want to give it a nice firm pull down towards where the screw was before, and you're going to be able to lift this top plate off. It's really easy to remove, and then we're going to be able to remove the outer shell with some screws on top. Now these are all Phillips head screws, they're all normal screws, so any screwdriver will work for this. And there's going to be 7 screws on the top of this shell. Now one of the screws is going to be a little bit smaller, but you can identify this by the small S and the arrow pointing at it. We're going to be needing to make sure we put the small screw back in this place later on, so it's nice it's only put this little S here. I'm not sure if the S stands for small or not, but in this case it works really well. So what you want to do is just make sure you get all of the 7 screws out. So just make sure to keep these screws for safekeeping. I've got my iFixit tray over in the corner with all the screws currently in it. Now you may need some needles or pinchers to get the screws out if this is your first time, because sometimes they can be a bit fidgety. But to take the panel off, all you need to do is go the opposite side of where the PlayStation buttons are, pinch in, push it up, and then lift it out, and it should come off really easily. Now if you look at the top shell on my PlayStation, it's really dusty. This is the PlayStation's first time being opened since it was bought. It's really dusty, so I just recommend getting a cloth or some kind of tissue to wipe down the top of the shell, get some of this excess dust out of here, and make it a little bit cleaner so the airflow is a bit better. Once you have the top shell clean, we're going to be going to the actual components of the PlayStation, wiping them down with the tissue on the top. Now the component on the right is going to be our Blu-ray drive. That's this slightly grayish color, and the component on the left with the metal housing is going to be our power supply. So I just recommend wiping these all down. If you see any excessive dust clogs or dust mounts, just pick it out, make it as clean as possible. And if you've got a can of compressed air, try blow it in there. I didn't have one, so I just kind of went around the PlayStation with a hoover. I wouldn't really recommend this in most cases. It can potentially build up a static charge, but it was all I had at the moment and I really wanted to just try clean it out. But it worked okay for me. The PlayStation still worked after. Now this is as far as we're going to be going with this maintenance guide. This is for people who are a little bit more timid that don't want to be going into the PlayStation fully, but I'm going to be showing that in the next video where we're going to be taking the whole shell from the bottom off, and we're going to be going a little bit deeper into this PlayStation. The next thing we're going to want to do is put this back together, and to do this you want to get the front of the PlayStation where the buttons are, and you want to line it up and you want to put it at an angle. You want to make sure once you have this you can rub your finger along it and it should be as flush as possible. There shouldn't be any points sticking out, and then you can put down the back of the PlayStation and put a little bit of force on it to make sure all the points click into place. Then we're ready to put it back together. You can start by putting all the screws back in place. The only thing you want to keep in mind here is the one small screw like I showed previously with the S pointing in the arrow. Put the little screw here and then put the rest of the screws back on. Once you have this done, you're ready to put the PlayStation top cover back on. Just line it up with the holes and then just slide it back in the opposite direction. Then we're ready to put back in the screw. We're putting back in the Tor X T10 security screw. Once you've this done, we're going to be putting the little rubber foot back on top of it. And then you can put your warranty void sticker back over it if you want. I'd recommend keeping this. Sometimes the rubber grommet at the bottom can get a little bit loose, so I'm just going to keep mine around to keep putting it back on. But anyway guys, it's that easy to do a little bit of maintenance on your PlayStation 3. This is not going to make a huge difference. We're not really taking out any of the crazy dust, and we're not going back into the fan yet, but I'm going to be doing that in the next PlayStation 3 teardown video, so be sure to stick around for that. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, check out the other videos on the channel. I'm going to be leaving a link down below to my PayPal and my Amazon affiliate where you can check out the iFixit kit down below. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, as always, keep it saucy. Peace.